The problem that I have with my truck today is that the alternator is not charging the battery, so there is something definitely wrong with it. The engine is running and I'm only measuring 12 volts, which is the battery voltage, but not charging. Yeah, there is something going on with the alternator. So it seems that the alternator on the truck has give up. So I just bought a new one and I'm going to show you how to replace it. And the most important tool that you're going to need for this job is just a box. So you can hop on it and reach out. So the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery so I don't get any short on the positive cable going into the alternator. So in order to remove the alternator, which is right there, I need to first remove this plastic cover, which is very simple. First removing this one. One and two. Next gonna remove this clamp from the throttle body and the same one from the airbox. Alright, from one side and the airbox. There we go. And here we have full access to the alternator. So to disconnect the serpentine belt from the alternator, you're going to use a 1/2 inch ratchet, put it down here, and then pull down. Pull down and you relieve the tension. Just like that. Alright. So the next I'm going to do is going to be to disconnect this connector, this one, and these two bolts, this one and this one. I always struggle with this connector until I find out how they work. This one I think is just press and pull. Yeah, in a video it always looks much easier, but it's just pressed. I may have to wiggle it a little bit until it comes out. Like so. And for the ground, you're going to need a 13mm ratchet. Alright, there we go. And the bolts connecting the alternator to the engine are 15mm. 1 and 2. The bolt in the driver's side is the short one. The one in the passenger, the longest one. Alright, and the alternator should come out. Of course, not that simple. And yes, it's a little bit tight, but it's coming out. In videos, everything looks always so simple. But this is an example that you have to wiggle it and work it out. Oh, it seems it's coming now. There we go. This is the new one, GM original part. Oh, very nicely packed. Here it is. So this is a side by side of the old one versus the new one. They both have different part numbers. This is a 150 amps. This is an improvement, 170 amps. But other than that, they are exactly the same. This is the part number of the new one, which doesn't match the old one, but it will be alright. So now if you have a way to pull this spacer out to make a little bit more clearance to put the new one. That'll be great. Or what I'm going to do is just file these two surfaces just a little bit, just to make it pass easier. Not needed to remove too much. And that spacer, when it gets tight, it will cover whatever amount of material I'm removing. And the torque on the mounting bolt is 37 foot-pounds. I'm going to put the serpentine belt back on the alternator. Just pull the tensioner down. Just like so. So I have connected the battery again, and everything is connected on the alternator side. So let's start the engine. And here we have it. Battery charging. Problem solved. So to be honest, this job is super easy. It has taken me 45 minutes, and of it probably 20 has been trying to get the new alternator in. So just be patient. Maybe you have to do some filing, but not a big deal. So next, let's go check what's wrong with the old alternator. So I have the voltmeter in ohms. There are 4 coils, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's measure them. This one is measuring the mega ohm, so this one is open, probably burn. This one is measuring 3 ohms, which is good. Three, which is good, and the last one, 3. So yeah, definitely this one is open or high resistance. Maybe the cable is damaged inside the coil.